hmm the cost of living? Yeah. hmm the National Association of Realtors housing inventory declined for the 26th straight month on a year-over-year basis. Yes. Now, this was on September 15th of 2017. Median home price in July was 6.2% higher than last year. hmm these individuals that are in the McKinsey Global Institute, yes, $140 billion annually lost economic output. You know, I've found that a lot of realtors they like to sell what's called the hot house. Yes. hmm See, some of those in the family they have to sew the electric grid in, and they don't realize that most people don't want electricity in their bodies. And as I look through each and every realtor of every city, county, and state today, yes, I'm going to want to look at the sales of the individual residences that you participated in for the last 20 years. Oh. And every time that you are on the buy or sell side of a house that happens to be a hot house, yes, where there seems to be some leaking of electricity in the hot water heater, so that when you're really facilitating the actual transaction for the sale of the residence, yes, the family has a top secret way of informing each other that this house is very hot. Yes. Now, I've had the electric grid sewn into my ass cheeks. Yes, he has. And I've been electrocuted numerous times because somebody thought that the United States wanted electricity in the bodies of its citizens. So when I look through all the buys and sells of all the realtors that have represented the individuals that there were their clients, yeah, I just want to know every buy and sell of the last 20 years. Yeah. And then when I look through the individual residences, I'd like to know where the hot water heater is. Yes, he does. Now, I don't like electricity. No. So why don't you get me the realtor licenses in each and every state? Those in the Association of Realtors that are very influential in what residence is purchased. Yes, because the need of the new buyers, yes, is to have electricity sewn into their body. Yeah, so they can run around and be on each other. Now, today, yes, I'd like to have my family, and I'd like to know every hothouse that you've been selling. Yes, because you're that breed of individuals that are an ancient breed of persons that nobody has any knowledge of. Now, for myself, yes, I'd like to move. Yeah. And every time I informed law enforcement, they decided to have the United States Treasury, yes, enforce their contractual obligation for child support because the Treasury of the United States refused to acknowledge the fraud of this state. Now, for those in real estate today, yes, get me your brokerages. Get me the individual residences. And give me what knowledge you know of anything that's been bought or sold. Yes, because I'd like to know every residence. Yes, that has a basement that doesn't exist. That has a look. I'd like to know right now. You see what? Because